How's it going, everybody? TheClayberry here, and today is not really an average video I usually do. This is me being honest, and it's a retrospective to Helluva Boss Season 1. Now, how do I describe this? When Helluva Boss Season 1, now, actually, before anything else, I knew about Helluva Boss during the time that, after they made the Hasbin Hotel pilot episode. And even though I actually thought Hasbin Hotel already had a show, it had its season, I just found out that it still has the pilot episode and they haven't done the season, which I'm actually very surprised because I actually was looking forward to react to the first season of Hasbin Hotel. But today we're going to be talking about Helluva Boss and how much it has helped me a lot. It has changed me. How much it has helped. Mostly, it helped me a lot. Um, so before anything, like I said, the first time I heard of Helluva Boss is because I played a clip of Blitz. Well, not Blitz, but the deer character, one that says "Yeah, no." Now, what made this interesting is that I thought it was something. It looked like an old. When I first saw it, I was like, "Whoa, that actually looked awesome!" It's like old school animation. And the crazy thing about it is that I actually thought it was made by like I don't know, like Disney, Warner Brothers. I didn't know it was made by a content creator named Vivziepop. I don't know if that's it's probably the content creator because I will say Vivziepop makes a lot of amazing animations. And even before watching Helluva Boss, I actually got to see some of the works that she's done, like when they did the song "Die Young." Um, I was I was I was speechless. Like I was like so impressed by the way how Vizzy-Pop actually did great jobs on this, and like it just made me wanting to like it made me want to go back to become an animator. And for a disclaimer, I have been working on an animation. I just am struggling to find out what do I want to do to make an animation that would fit right. But other than that, let's so when I began Helluva Boss, a lot of people told me, like I mentioned about Hasbin Hotel, everyone wanted me to not to react to Helluva Boss and wanted to react to Hasbin Hotel. And this is because Hasbin Hotel and Helluva Boss are in the same universe. And I mean, I could have listened to them, but I decided, you know what? Why not just react to Helluva Boss? Before that, I wasn't even sure if people were going to enjoy the Helluva Boss reactions. I was actually a bit worried that it might have not get a lot of attention. So when I did the first reaction of the first episode, yeah, that did not really turn out well for me. People assume it was because poor views. No, it's not because of that. They thought it was because the content was too much. No, it wasn't even because of that either. It was because I didn't react to it really well. You watched my first episode of Helluva Boss, Murder Family. I actually didn't react to it. Felt I I told everyone that I regretted watching the show, but it wasn't because the content or the actors. No, it's because I just didn't do a great job reacting to it. And I told everyone that I was done with Helluva Boss. I told my friends, I told everyone that I was done with it, and there was no point in me working on any more projects that involve with Vivziepop. Well, mostly reactions. I'm not saying like I'm one of the members, but I would love to become one of the team members. But so the thing is that as probably you already aware that episode 2 when I reacted to Lululand, I mentioned that I wasn't gonna react to it, and it was because there was someone who thought it was funny to make fun of me. And I want to say is that See, the thing is that I could have yelled at him. I could have talked back to them. I could have even done something bad, but no. All I did was I just I was like, I'm just gonna watch a cartoon, and I didn't tell anyone what it was. Everyone wanted to know. They were like, "Oh, what are you gonna watch?" I said, "I don't know, like Disney or Warner Brothers." They're like, "Oh, okay," and they were not aware that I was gonna react to more Helluva Boss. So I gave Helluva Boss one more chance. I gave it one more chance, and I said, "This is what I said in my mind." I said, "If this does not go well, then it is the end of the Helluva Boss reaction." And to my surprise, this time I actually promoted it and was like saying, "Hey guys, my new video is out. Go check out Helluva Boss season 1 episode 2 reaction, Lululand." And to my surprise, a lot of people really enjoyed it, and I'm surprised that that um that I actually took notice about Blitz as a clown, and that was something didn't I wasn't really gonna call it out, but then because I thought first I didn't even think that was Blitz. I thought that was someone else. But then I was like, wait a minute, that looks like Blitz. I gotta pause this and then like make sure that it's actually him. And my surprise, it was crazy because when season two's reaction was actually crazy, I just couldn't believe it. Like how much Helluva Boss had really made me enjoy, and I was like laughing so much. I still love that one scene of Blitz saying that he's good with guns though. But other than that, moving on to season two. I mean not season two, season one. Well, I want to say is that at the very end we'll be talking a little bit more info about Helluva Boss season two's lineup. But season one, episode three was called Spring Broken, and the fact is that when it came to that, is that I was always aware that this would actually be one of the episodes I would really enjoy, and even though at the time I was like, it was just a bit of a surprise. Like, first off, I didn't even knew Verostica Mayday was a succubus. At first, I thought she was an imp, but then like I'm like, oh my goodness, that's a succubus? What? I'm like, wait, and oh, also, full disclaimer, yes, I know the show concentrates on hell and it has demons and Satan's always mentioned, but it's not that. And some people would actually be a bit optimistic on it. What I mean by that is like, for example, if I know some of my friends would, there's some friends of mine that would say, "Oh, you're watching this show. This is evil." But no, it's not. It's really good, and it's also these characters actually inspire people. Like for example, Blitz is always going to be my favorite character, but there's also well, before I continue on Helluva Boss, um, I was originally going to just I originally only wanted Blitz and Luna to be my favorite characters. I didn't think that Moxie and Millie would end up being my favorites. The way how both of them act and they're always making me laugh so much. It's just crazy. Like no matter how many times, even when there are times where I feel sad or I'm crying, they're always they're always making me laugh so much. And I just never give up. And I think that's the goal of Helluva Boss, is that even though these characters are made, they will inspire people and motivate them. And it was always something that I didn't think that would ever happen. Um, I just didn't think I didn't think it would ever happen on all that. But continuing on with Helluva Boss, as of now, my favorite characters right now is by the time I'm uploading this, season two's reactions have already been completed. But I know there's a new one coming up, but I don't know when that one's gonna be out. But whenever whenever the new one comes out, of course I'm gonna go react to it, but I'm gonna put it on hold because I'm reacting to them in chronological order. And actually, before I do continue, my friend Angry Duckling actually wanted me to react to the newer ones and don't react to the first to like for example at the time there was the time I reacted to the first episode, he didn't want me to react to the first episode. He wanted me to react to I think it was season 2, episode 3. And I didn't want to do that because I just feel like it wouldn't make sense. But for example, so continuing on from Helluva Boss, one thing that I want to be sure is that like I said, Spring Broken, it was an episode I really enjoyed, and it was the first episode where I got to add a clip because I know Lululand had a scene that I forgot to add, but in the when I reacted to Spring Broken, I actually managed to fix that scene, but I didn't put it on episode 2 because there was a reference me there was me referencing the thing. But in Spring Broken, it was also the first time where I used a Disney clip, and I thought I was gonna get copyright from Disney, but my surprise, it never happened, and I'm proud of it. So moving on to episode 4, which was Cheer Up. Now, Cheer Up was actually something I wasn't expecting. Um, this would also be the only episode that Luke voices would actually drop out of watching Helluva Boss. From what I understand, is that Luke Voices was watching this and he gave up watching the Helluva Boss, but and I didn't know why until I watched it. I was like, oh, so that explains everything. But True was, of course, talking about how angels were trying to make this old man like wanting to continue on his happiness while Blitz and Moxie would screw each other up. Well, not well, mostly Blitz. But it was so funny that the fact that, the episode reminded me of an Emperor's New Groove when Kronk had to talk to, like, his good side and his evil side. That was what it was. And I couldn't stop laughing over the fact that you have the good side where they're like, oh, well, there's these people and these children, like, it's Christmas and, it's all happy. And then you see Blitz, it's like, hey, kid, want to see what's behind that mask? And of course, I wasn't expecting the gnome. But I don't want to spoil you all the things because I don't really want to like. I know there's a lot. I know there's some of you that haven't seen the show yet, but I just don't want to spoil it that much. But we're moving on to episode 5, which is the Harvest Moon Festival. I'm actually looking up what are the episodes called? Harvest Moon episode. From what I understand, is it was the first episode where Moxie was trying his best. He was trying the best he can. He was trying the best because he was prepared for anything. Oh yeah, I don't think I brought this up, but when I said Moxie was prepared for anything when the first time I saw him, that wasn't. It was only meant to be a one time only, but it became so catchy that I just kept on saying it in every Helluva Boss reactions. And yeah, I like that it was a ranch because I love going to the ranch. I love going to see like horses, pigs, the rodeo. I love going to the rodeo and seeing how the Harvest Moon Festival was a really good example. It was really nice, but my favorite scene's got to be the shark. Moxie meeting with the shark. Moving on to season 1, episode 6, it's called The Truth Seekers. And The Truth Seekers was something that I didn't think would change everything. I didn't think that it was going to be that crazy. The fact that well, for one, Blitz and Moxie actually got captured, and two, the animation was really crazy. It was so revolutionary. It was like I didn't know what to say. I just like kept on being quiet about it because I was just amazed about how much Vivziepop put a lot of effort to this. And overall, it was a really good episode. And, really enjoyed it. Now we're moving on to season 1, episode 7. Now, season one, episode 7 was the episode that I did gave me a bit of a worry because I didn't expect that. I thought, oh, okay, I want to say this. I actually thought the episode was going to be about Stolas was going to go kill Blitz. Because, like, to give you a short summary, Blitz wants to keep an eye on Moxie and Millie. And in order to go to this place, he had to call Stolas to ask on a day. But honestly, uh, during from episode 1 to episode 6, I never wasn't a fan of Stolas. But then after this, I felt bad for him because, like, and the worst part is that it hit so much on Blitz. Like, I felt bad for both of them. Like, I didn't even think that it was gonna be like that. It was sad because, like, I just felt bad for them. Like, the fact that, like, the worst part was that Blitz had I think his name was Fizzaroli and Verosica Mayday. That was, like, really messed up, that the fact that they were right there, and, like, it was just crazy. It, like, really made Blitz sad. It also taught me, it also got me to learn something new about Luna. And yeah, and at the very end of the episode, I really felt bad for Blitz and Stolas. Like, I just didn't think it was gonna be something that no one would have been expecting. Felt sad for them. Now, moving on to the final episode, which was season one, episode 8. From my understanding, is that this one actually took longer. This episode, like, during the time that this was made, season one, episode 8 was made, I was reacting to season two, episode 3. So by the time that I finished up season two, episode 3, I found out that Vivziepop actually uploaded season one, episode 8. And to my surprise, I really enjoyed it. It was, like, amazing, and it also made sense. Like, it's like it continues where episode 7 left off. Although it was just crazy. I mean, I just couldn't believe it. And yeah, to my understanding, I must say, Vizzypop, thank you for making an amazing show. A show that made me relive my childhood era, and I will never, I will never, because, like, when I was as a kid to adults, I try to forget all these shows that I watched, like Billy and Mandy, Ed, and Eddie, like all these classic shows that a lot of people grew up with, but because I was always being made fun of watching them. But when I watched Helluva Boss, I didn't think that the show would really help me a lot. And I want to say, Vizzypop, is thank you. And because of your uh your show, Helluva Boss, right now Helluva Boss actually won the award for best, I think it won for best, I think it was best animation, or best show. And I just want to say thank you. Now, before I do say goodbye, well, not say goodbye, but before I say before I end the video, I want to tell you guys how season two of Helluva Boss Reaction is going to be working out. There's some of new ideas being added for the Helluva Boss season two. I'm gonna make sure that it's going to be perfectly well. Now, if you actually take a look and notice on my Helluva Boss reactions, my player avatar would actually twitch a little, and that's because I was using. Sorry, I almost burped. But I wouldn't use I would be right now. I'm using a webcam. This is a brand new one that I got. I am not gonna say what it is because um, Mosh and Bacon Strip and Luke Voices are gonna try to compete against their webcams with mine. But if, like I said, if you notice that my player avatar was twitching, because I was using the webcam on my computer. And this is only because and this is also an interesting fact is that I didn't really want to use a VTuber model, but my friend X Parsival was the one who wanted to see my face. I told him no, but then when he told me about being a VTuber, I didn't know what it was. I looked it up and I realized, oh wow, okay, this is may not be that bad than I thought, and here I am. But continuing on season two, I'll be using this model now since this one was the newer model that I actually showed in season one, episode 8, as the very beginning. But I will make sure that I want to say season two will have a new feature. Um, I actually recorded a sample where I said next time on Helluva Boss. So right for everything, there is a new thumbnail in the works. I am actually finished it up, and I think it's great. I'm not gonna show it to you right now, but it will be presented on the Clayberry Let's Go 2023 and 2024. And yeah, other than that, I hope you all enjoy. Before I do go, here's a glimpse of Helluva Boss Season 2, Episode 1. Enjoy. Next time on Helluva Boss. Oh, wow. Wow, Stolas didn't like that. Oh my goodness. Wait. 25 years later. Does this mean that this is this is before?